What's up, guys? It's Maverickten. Went out to dinner tonight with Batman Arkham City after I beat my wife. Hold on a second. Sorry, I went out to dinner with my wife after I beat Batman Arkham City. But I beat it, guys. I beat it like a Texas judge. Now, I'm not going to lie. At the end of Arkham City, I had a little bit of a hard time. You guys know what I'm talking about. A hard time's like a vagina. We've all been through one. Unless, of course, you were born C-section, in which case you're a cut above the rest. We went to a rhythm and blues themed restaurant tonight. Really great music, live band. We met one of my wife's friends there, Tanya. Now, what's interesting about Tanya is she used to be a professional ring model. And she used to be a professional puppeteer. She's had 2 hand jobs. I asked her a question tonight. I've always wanted to know, if 2 puppets have sex, is that considered an orgy? Because there's more than 2 parties involved. I'm just... You didn't like that one? Okay. It's kind of a late laugh on that one. That's okay. But the live band at this place, guys, was really cool. They had a guitar player, organ player, saxophone, bass. And the drummer, I thought it was kind of funny. Because the with all the instruments, the lead singer would say, "Hit me with the drums. Give me some of them drums." And the drummer would be like, "Blah, blah, blah." Or he'd say, "Let me hear that saxophone." The saxophone player would go, "Blah, blah, blah." I had to chuckle to myself a little bit, though, guys, when he said, "Hit me with that organ." I just pictured like a flying penis coming across stage and hitting him in the head. I told that to our waitress and she didn't think it was funny. So she didn't get a tip. And trust me, guys, she was attractive. I would have given her at least just the tip. Well, I've been gone from YouTube doing these style videos for a while. First off, thank you for accepting that. But a lot of big names, of big things, and big stuff has gone down in gaming since I've been gone. Number one being, of course, Kim Kardashian filed for divorce after just 72 days. I got to thinking, the only thing my wife and I did our first 72 days of marriage was have crazy, wild sex. Sometimes with each other. We like to do sex positions that pertain to video games, like positions like the DualShock, the fanboy. That's where I just talk to her for 2 hours about how good I am, and then she just ends up falling asleep. The camper. That's where I just sit in the corner and watch what's going on. And the World of Warcraft, or as my wife likes to call it, wow. Black Friday had a lot of big deals on games, guys, so me and a buddy went and looked for games on sale. And we were looking through the games, and one of the people shopping there, a woman came up to us, and she goes, "Hey, can you help me with something? I have a question." I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "I'm looking for a game for my 13-year-old son, and I don't know what to get." I said, "Okay, well, what does he like? Does he like sports? Does he like school shootings, having sex with his teacher? What's up? And what's he into?" More importantly, I said, "What systems do you have?" She goes, "Well, we just bought him a top-of-the-line PC. In the theater room with the 80-inch television, we have a 360, a PS3, a Wii, the Move, the Kinect." Are you seeing anybody? I mean, does he need a new daddy? Is there a man around? She didn't think that was funny. She walked away. I wasn't asking for me, guys. I was asking for my friend. He's single. I would never cheat on my wife with another mom. I mean, come on, I'm married to a mom. If I was going to cheat, I'd go about 19, 20 years old, in college, so she thinks she's independent, used to the small cafeteria and cafeteria food, so when I take her out to Long John Silver, she thinks it's like a big deal. Hopefully her last boyfriend beat her up a little bit, that way she has low self-esteem, so I come rolling in and give her a hug. I already look like Prince Charming. I have a job, so it's nothing for me to lay down $100 on a hotel room in the morning after pill. But you know, guys, it'd probably just end up her being obsessed with me. She'd just probably become obsessed, and she'd call my wife would confront me while I'm holding our baby so I couldn't yell back. They would end up climax to a fight on top of the roof while it's raining, and my wife would just end up pushing the 19-year-old slut bag off the roof, and she'd get impaled on the fence below. It turned into one big Lifetime movie. My wife would turn to me and be like, I'd say, "Everything good here? I'm going to go get online." "I want a divorce." But I'm good to you. I know all this happened, but other than that, I'm good to you. She'd be like, "I don't need you." And I'd be like, "You kind of do." But she really doesn't. I don't know why she stays with me. Why do you stay with me? No, don't answer that. But guys, are you guys excited about the SpikeTV Video Game Awards? I am. There's supposed to be some big announcements made. I'll tell you right now, just like E3, if Siphon Filter is not one of those games announced at the VGAs, the whole show fails. The whole entire show fails. But if a Siphon Filter game is announced, I will do a YouTube video every day for the rest of my life. I wish I wouldn't have said that. I'm going to regret that now. Now I was hoping one isn't announced. Guys, we're doing a podcast live as we do this, as we watch the SpikeTV Video Game Awards, giving out our Game of the Awards during the commercial breaks. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm going to wait till the end because I'm sick and tired, frankly, of jamming the podcast down your throat. And there's a joke there somewhere, but I'm not going to touch it. Okay? Because it would probably end up becoming a dirty joke. And to be honest with you guys, I'm tired of telling dirty jokes today. One time I was tongue punching some chick's fart box, and I thought to myself, you are tongue punching some chick's fart box. You're better than this. So I stopped. She got anal about it. But that was a hit with you. You like that one? So I was like, hey, I told her, listen, it's not me. It's you. You're just not clean. Guys, this isn't my wife. This was before my wife. This is, some random. I'm not even gonna finish that one. That's a joke for another time. Like if my wife leaves me alone and bitter, that's a joke for that time. But we're having a party for the VGAs. My wife thinks it's a Christmas party, so shame on her for trusting her husband. But like I said, guys, we'll be watching the VGAs live, and then doing the podcast, and then we'll be uploading the podcast about a half hour after the show goes off air. So about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, December 10th. About a half hour after the VGAs are over. That should give you enough time to make some food, make a drink, call your girlfriend, tell her you're not coming over tonight. She was like, why? Just say, I'm hanging out with Maverick. She doesn't have any idea who I am. But your ex-girlfriend does. Remember that? Fist bump, you're crazy. No, you're crazy. She did not see us coming. Well, she saw me coming. She didn't see you coming. So, guys, if that sounds like something you're interested in, you can watch the VGAs on your DVR or on the internet and boot up the podcast. It'll be like we're watching it together, which isn't creepy at all. So, guys, I encourage you to do that. It should be a lot of fun. Big party, my house, you're invited, VGAs, Saturday night, or whenever you decide to watch them. Just boot up the podcast. The links for the podcast and all that stuff on iTunes and on our website will be in the description. That's about it, guys. I'm Maverickten. Break is over. Now I'm out of breath. In space!